welcome to new travel vlog. I'm so excited to travel again. We are going to Greece, actually to Lefkada, which is a Greek island, and we are going to stay at a 5-star hotel, which is going to be a yoga retreat. We will have 3 yoga teachers, and I think we can choose between 5 and 8 yoga classes per day. They're not like super long. I think they're usually like 30 minutes or maximum 1 hour, but still it's gonna be fantastic. They offer a variety of different yoga styles, so it's gonna be really fun. Now I just checked into the Radisson Red hotel because our flight is very early. I think it's at 7 a.m. so gotta check in early, and yeah, it was probably a good idea to get as much sleep and rest as possible before we're flying. And I'm not alone on this trip because my best friend Melina is joining me this time, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. Did I say that already? Probably, yeah. But I'm obviously taking you with me again on the trip. My plan is to not film so much during the yoga classes because, well, respecting privacy of other people, but it's also like you can't really be present if you're filming. So we'll see how I'm gonna navigating that, but I'm definitely gonna share my thoughts about all the different yoga classes I'm gonna do. And of course I will also show you the hotel and the surroundings. We have a lot of planned. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. I'm looking forward to see what kind of growth I will make during that trip. I think doing a mindfulness or yoga retreat really helps you to connect to yourself and reflect on certain things, and the past weeks have been emotionally quite hard, so I'm really happy to take a step back and just rethinking certain things, and we'll see what I'm gonna share here. But I guess I see you in the morning. Arrived. It's been a long trip, but it was really nice. The flight was great and the hotel we stayed in was really nice. But now we have arrived here at Porto Galini Seaside Resort and Spa. We definitely have like a really cute small apartment on the ground floor, and feeling very grateful that we're here. Today not much is gonna happen because I think we're gonna stay for 1 hour at the beach, and then we have our first welcome ceremony in our yoga retreat. And I think tomorrow I will give you a tour about the whole hotel and how it looks. It's absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful here. The water is so crystal clear. Wow. Yeah, I'm totally amazed. It's just gonna be a beautiful week, and I'm so happy you're joining us on this trip. beautiful, beautiful day out there. Warmer than I expected. I think it was around 16 degrees when we started our yoga practice. Today was meditation and pranayama, which I did, and then Medina is continuing with the morning flow while I went and ate breakfast. But it was definitely a really nice grounding practice to start this week. It seems like in the morning when the sun is out, it starts and there's not so much breeze. It can get really warm. We are kind of like on a bridge where we had our yoga practice, and then they have two other yoga pavilions where you can have practices. So they always tell you where they have their classes. And I definitely want to try trauma release exercise this afternoon. But now we have like a bit downtime. I definitely want to journal a bit and probably just get ready for the day, and then we can go swimming. That would be fun. It's absolutely beautiful here. Yesterday in the evening it got quite chilly, and I wasn't sure if my bed sheets are a bit too thin, so I asked at the reception if we could get extra bedding, and we did. So that was nice. I think I switched between probably 4 duvets from all of them to 2, and yeah, back to it and everything. I also realized my pillow is a bit too thick. It's not so good for my neck, so I slept on a towel instead. So I think I will ask if I could switch to a flatter pillow. We'll see if we get that, but so far service is exceptional. Absolutely beautiful here. We are kind of like a bit isolated in a bay, so I had actually plans to go on walks. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. They said there is a path to the next town, so maybe we'll find that one when we want to explore the town tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna see. It was definitely so far really nice. My second yoga session for the day, and this time was trauma releasing exercises. And boy, I think I've done something similar once, but definitely not as guided and definitely not as long. I think I did it just for 5 minutes. This time was like 20 minutes. If you've never heard about it, you have to do some activation exercise first, and then you're actually lying on your back and you're having your feet together, and then you kind of like open or close your legs depending on what level you're doing. She said I could think about like a 3-story house, and you start with the first one and then go up, and most of people start shaking at one point, and some of them will also start crying. We had some breathing really heavily. Probably very different reactions. I felt like mine was really interesting because I had like a panic attack when I was 13 or 14 years old. And I remember like my legs and arms were shaking and they didn't stop. So I was admitted to the hospital. And I was definitely reminded of that when I was in this position, but I didn't feel scared. I felt very safe and thought like, this is interesting, this is fascinating. What is my body doing here? So we gotta have to look at it. It's so interesting. And at the end it's like 20 minutes, and at the end of it, I even thought about Taylor Swift's song Shake It Off and had that in my mind. It felt very releasing. Releasing some attachments and releasing some thoughts that kind of like festering and pestering me for the past days. And Oh, I feel lovely now. And our teacher said that it can be very different from time to time. We'll have 2 more classes like that this week, so I'm gonna do them. I think I will spend a bit of time at the pool, maybe have to journal a bit about it, we'll see. But I feel pretty good. I definitely have to say that. So for me that was a really great session, and I'm looking forward to what is going to happen next tomorrow. And now I'm just gonna spend some time at the pool. It's gonna be nice.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you.
We had a lovely evening yesterday. I felt pretty not shaken up after the trauma release exercise, but I definitely felt like, oh, I worked my body, and I do feel it this morning. I slept so heavily this night. Yeah, it was really nice. And actually I was really hungry, and then the hunger left me, and we didn't go to dinner. We just spent some time here outside at the terrace, and Melina also went to the evening meditation. And yeah, that's kind of like how we ended the day. And I think we are gonna ending this vlog here, and we start a new one next week on Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me on this trip, and I see you very soon. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye bye.